Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 3 to 1. Shri Shukavacha iti Bhagavata Prishtaha Shatravartam Priyashrayam Prativaktam Jotseha Utkanthyat Tasmarideshwaram. Shri Shukdev Goswami said, when the great devotee Uddhav was asked by Vidar to speak on the messages of the dearest Lord, Uddhav was unable to answer immediately due to excessive anxiety at the remembrance of the Lord. Ya panchahayano matra pratarashaya yachitaha tanechadra chayan yasya saparya balalilaya. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.2.2. He was one who, even in his childhood, at the age of 5 years, was so absorbed in the service of Lord Krishna that when he was called by his mother for morning breakfast, he did not wish to have it. From his very birth, Uddhav was a natural devotee of Krishna as or a liberated soul. From natural instinct, he used to serve Lord Krishna even in childhood. He used to play with dolls in the form of Krishna. He would serve the dolls by dressing, feeding, worshipping them, and thus he was constantly absorbed in the play of transcendental realization. These are the signs of an eternally liberated soul. An eternally liberated soul is a devotee of the Lord who never forgets Him. Human life is meant for reviving one's eternal relation with the Lord, and all religious injunctions are meant for awakening this dormant instinct of the living entity. The sooner this awakening is brought about, the quicker the mission of human life is fulfilled. In a good family of devotees, the child gets the opportunity to serve the Lord in many ways. A soul who is already advanced in devotional service has the opportunity to take birth in such an enlightened family. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Suchina Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Vijayate. Even the fallen devotee gets the opportunity to take his birth in the family of a well situated Brahman or in a rich. This is the advantage of worshipping Lord Krishna and not be going after the mystic yoga or any other planets. Well to do mercantile family. In both these families, there's a good opportunity to revive one's sense of God consciousness automatically because, particularly in these families, the worship of Krishna is regularly performed and the child gets the opportunity to imitate the process of worship around Archana. The Pancharatriki formula for training persons in devotional service is samtal worship, whereby the neophytes get the opportunity to learn devotional service to the Lord. Maharaj Parikshit also used to play with Krishna dolls in his childhood, and in India, the children in good families are still given dolls of the Lord, like Ram, Krishna, or sometimes the demigod, so that they may develop the aptitude of service to the Lord. By the grace of the Lord, we were given the same opportunity by our parents, and the beginning of our life was based on this principle. So, 323 Bhagavatam. Sakatham sevaya tasya kalina jarasam gataha prashto vartam prati bruyabdhartuhu padava smaran. Uddhav thus the Lord continually from childhood and in his old age that attitude of service never slackened. As soon as he was asked about the message of the Lord, he at once remembered all about him. So transcendental service to the Lord is not mundane. The service attitude of the devotee gradually increases, never becomes slackened. Generally, in old age, a person is allowed to retirement from mundane services. But in the transcendental service of the Lord, there is no retirement at all. On the contrary, the service attitude increases more and more with the progress of age. In the transcendental service, there is no satiation and therefore there is no retirement. Materially, when a man becomes tired by rendering service in his physical body, he is allowed retirement, but in the transcendental service, there is no feeling of fatigue because it is spiritual service and is not on the bodily plane. Service on the bodily plane dwindles as the body grows older, but the spirit is never old, and therefore on the spiritual plane, the service is never tiresome. Although undoubtedly he became old, but that does not mean that his spirit became old. His service attitude matured on the transcendental plane, and therefore, as soon as he was questioned by Vedra about Lord Krishna, he at once embraced his Lord by reference to the context. and forgot himself on the physical plane. See, his service attitude matured on the transcendental plane, and therefore, as soon as he was questioned by Vidar about Lord Krishna, he at once remembered the Lord by reference to the context and forgot himself on the physical plane. This is the sign of this pure devotional service to the Lord, as will be explained. Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya in Lord Kapil's instruction to his devotee, that is the chapter about. That is the sign of pure devotional service to the Lord. So, Lakshanam Bhakti Yogasya. Hari Bol.